And joining us now is Senior Market Strategist Matthew Timpane. Matthew, lovely to have your company. Thanks for joining us. Now, it was only last week that Twitter tried to stop this takeover. Twitter saying, we will not sell to Elon Musk. 1 week later, they're saying, we are selling to Elon Musk. What moves forced Twitter to strike this kind of deal?
Well, I really think, if you're a shareholder and Elon Musk is ready to offer a tender offer to your shareholders, that really kind of moved the board to actually have to take the offer seriously. They typically have been very, kind of, I guess you would say almost reclusive and unwilling to kind of work with outside investors, even though they've had a lot of attempts at some activism in there. They've been reluctant to change the platform. So I think it's just the frustration of Twitter shareholders that they had to take the deal. They've kind of been a languishing company for quite a while, where they've just kind of been stuck and haven't gone anywhere, where the other social media platforms have continued to grow and increase revenue.
Why did they bring in the poison pill? Was that more of a strategic, I guess, move to potentially get a better bid?
Yeah, I think that was definitely a strategic move to get a better bid. I think some of the board members and some of the large shareholders definitely wanted that in case he wanted to go hostile, because if he wanted to just start buying up all the shares, he would have gotten the company for cheaper. So I think it was definitely strategic so that at least they could keep that premium within that they were going to receive.
If you're a shareholder, how would you be feeling today?
Well, if I was a shareholder, I'd be feeling pretty good because you got a nice premium, depending, I guess, obviously where you purchased the company. But it's been a struggle. So it's kind of a relief that you hopefully got a nice payout from this and you can kind of move on to other things. Twitter is a trend, could possibly be a transcendent company. Musk also has kind of went out there and said, he will try to keep on as many people in the private company as possible. So, if you want to go down the road with Musk, you might be able to. And you can see where it goes from there. He's definitely, obviously, a visionary. And even though it's not in his wheelhouse, he might be able to do something here that, Jack Dorsey and the other management teams that never could really do.
I mean, is it safe for tech companies at this level to be owned privately, to be completely under the reins of one very super rich man?
Well, the one thing that came to mind immediately for me was, this isn't any different than when like Jeff Bezos went out and bought the Washington Post, or Warren Buffett, how he owned numerous newspapers. Really, what Elon Musk did was he went and bought the newsstand. So, now he has the newsstand, and people that are in that position, they view it not just as a strategic or possible, revenue producing business. They view it, strategically from the political landscape, the business landscape. So it's a smart move by him. Should it be done? That's obviously questionable. I think that's something governments need to handle. And I'm, honestly kind of surprised that we didn't see other companies come out to see if they could, get past that antitrust situation, like a Microsoft or a Google, to come over and outbid Musk for it. Because I think, possibly the courts might have been more favorable to them in this kind of scenario.
I mean, money speaks volumes here, doesn't it? I mean, is it dangerous, or is it a concern more broadly, that billionaires are basically controlling the rhetoric on the platforms we go to for news? Twitter is often used by journalists every single day. Is that a broader concern here, that billionaires are essentially controlling what we see?
I would definitely say it's a concern if you start seeing things happen that would maybe limit, what journalists want to say, or, freedom of speech. But from what it seems like, Musk is a big proponent of freedom of speech. That comes with a caveat, obviously, of misinformation and other things that could be put out there. So hopefully they use the algorithms appropriately. Maybe, the decentralization of the algorithm to improve it could be a good thing, where you have public opinion that gets weighed in on how the algorithm works. So that could be a benefit. We'll have to kind of wait and see. But yeah, I mean, obviously, there's always concerns when a billionaire so much
Yes.
news and so much of the voice of the world out to people.
Indeed. I mean, from a negotiation point of view, is there any way that this might not go ahead? There was still reports here that potentially it could fall through. It's not 100% set in stone yet. From a negotiation point of view, is there any way or anything that might stop this from going ahead?
Yeah, definitely. I still think, you could see a white knight come out, or maybe a private equity firm come out that makes a bid higher for the company. Because it is a powerful platform, even though the previous management companies have made many missteps. It is powerful. We all use it. I mean, that's the only platform I'm really on. Every other platform like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, I'm not really on those. A lot of the people that are in the professional world, they focus on Twitter.
And we do have to say as well, I mean, while some people are happy with the move, there are a lot of people on the social media platform that aren't happy with it as well. There's a hashtag that is trending at the moment, hashtag leave Twitter. So that's also a concern at the moment. Very controversial news today, major announcement. Thank you, Matthew, for your time.
Thank you. Have a good day.